There's something terrifying, something incomprehensible about what happens inside a black hole. Right now, scientists think they understand these cosmic monsters. They see them as massive objects with strong gravity, regions where light cannot escape, mathematical curiosities predicted by Einstein's equations. But the reality of what exists inside a black hole, beyond the event horizon, in that realm where physics breaks down and time itself becomes meaningless, is far more disturbing than anything we've dared to imagine. Let's start with what we think we know. Black holes form when massive stars collapse under their own gravity, creating regions of space where the gravitational pull becomes so intense that nothing, not even light, can escape. The event horizon marks the point of no return. Cross that boundary, and you're doomed to fall toward the singularity, a point of infinite density where the laws of physics as we understand them simply cease to exist. Scientists have detected black holes ranging from a few times the mass of our sun to supermassive monsters containing billions of solar masses. The largest known black hole is so massive it could contain our entire solar system within its event horizon. From the outside, black holes seem almost elegant in their simplicity. Matter falls in, gets stretched by tidal forces, and disappears beyond the event horizon. The mathematics work beautifully. Einstein's equations predict their existence with stunning precision. But here's what most people don't realize. Everything we think we know about black holes is based on observations from the outside. We've never actually seen what happens to matter once it crosses the event horizon. We've built our understanding on mathematical models, computer simulations, and theoretical physics. But the reality inside a black hole may be far stranger than our equations suggest. All of this sounds like fascinating but distant science, right? Black holes as cosmic laboratories where we can test the limits of physics, study extreme gravity, and probe the nature of space and time. But here's where things start to turn. Because recent discoveries have revealed that black holes aren't just passive cosmic drains. They're active, dynamic, and in some cases, they're behaving in ways that challenge everything we thought we understood about the universe. At the center of our own galaxy lurks a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star. It's been quietly consuming matter for millions of years, growing larger and more powerful with each passing eon. But it's not alone. Recent surveys have revealed that supermassive black holes exist at the centers of virtually every large galaxy. They're not rare cosmic accidents. They're fundamental components of cosmic structure. And it gets stranger. Theoretical physicists now believe that black holes might have formed in the earliest moments after the Big Bang. Primordial black holes that could be anywhere, including right here in our solar system. Some of these primordial black holes could be microscopic, smaller than atoms, but containing the mass of mountains. They could be passing through your body right now, and you'd never know it. But perhaps most disturbing of all is what happens to information that falls into a black hole. According to quantum mechanics, information cannot be destroyed. But according to general relativity, anything that crosses the event horizon is gone forever. This creates what physicists call the information paradox, a fundamental conflict between our two most successful theories of physics. And the implications are terrifying. If information can be destroyed, then the universe is not deterministic. The future cannot be predicted from the past. Cause and effect break down. Reality itself becomes uncertain. And here's where things get even more disturbing. Recent theoretical work suggests that what we experience as three-dimensional reality might actually be a projection from the two-dimensional surface of a black hole's event horizon. This holographic principle implies that everything you think you know about reality, your body, your thoughts, your memories, might be nothing more than information encoded on the boundary of a cosmic black hole. But it gets worse. Some physicists now believe that black holes might be gateways to other universes, connected through Einstein-Rosen bridges, wormholes that could theoretically allow travel between distant regions of space and time. The recent detection of gravitational waves from colliding black holes has confirmed that these objects can merge, creating even more massive monsters that warp space and time in ways we're only beginning to understand. Might not be the simple objects we once thought. They might have internal structure, hidden dimensions, or properties that exist outside our normal understanding of space and time. Some researchers have even proposed that advanced civilizations might use black holes as computational devices, encoding vast amounts of information in their event horizons and using their extreme physics to perform calculations impossible anywhere else in the universe. And now cutting-edge research is revealing truths about black holes that should fundamentally disturb anyone who understands the implications. The mathematics of general relativity predict that inside a black hole, time and space switch roles. What we experience as the flow of time becomes a spatial dimension, while one of the spatial dimensions becomes temporal. This means that once you cross the event horizon, you're not just falling toward the singularity in space. You're falling toward it in time. The singularity isn't a place you'll reach. It's a moment in your future that you cannot avoid. But the singularity itself presents an even more profound problem. At this point, density becomes infinite, space-time curvature becomes infinite, and the laws of physics break down completely. Some physicists believe that the singularity doesn't actually exist, that quantum effects prevent its formation. But if that's true, then what replaces it? What exists at the center of a black hole, if not a singularity? Recent theories propose that black holes might contain firewalls, regions of intense energy that would incinerate anything attempting to cross the event horizon. This would mean that the peaceful journey into a black hole that Einstein's equations predict is actually a violent, destructive process. Other theories suggest that black holes might be fuzzballs, extended objects without event horizons, where information is stored on a stretched quantum surface. This would solve the information paradox, but would mean that everything we think we know about black holes is wrong. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the possibility that black holes might be conscious. Some physicists have proposed that the complex information processing that occurs at the event horizon could give rise to a form of cosmic consciousness. So what does all this mean for our understanding of reality?
The great revolution in black hole research was to notice that actually there are conceptual problems not only in this extreme place, at the singularity, whatever that might be, but at the horizon.
If black holes are gateways to other universes, if they're conscious entities, if they're computational devices used by advanced civilizations, then our entire conception of the cosmos needs to be reconsidered. The supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy isn't just a gravitational anchor. It might be a thinking entity that has been observing the evolution of our solar system for billions of years. Every time matter falls into a black hole, it might not be destroyed. It might be absorbed into a cosmic consciousness that exists on a scale we cannot imagine. And if the holographic principle is correct, then you, your thoughts, your memories, your entire existence might be nothing more than information encoded on the event horizon of a black hole that exists in a higher dimensional space. The horrifying truth: we might already be inside a black hole. Our entire universe, with its 13.8 billion years of history, might be the interior of a black hole in a higher dimensional space. And we would never know. We're not talking about science fiction. Every theory I've described is being seriously considered by leading physicists at the world's most prestigious institutions. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, those points of light aren't just distant suns. They're markers in a cosmic landscape dominated by invisible monsters that warp space and time, devour matter and energy, and might possess forms of consciousness that dwarf our own. Black holes aren't just cosmic curiosities, they're fundamental to the structure of reality itself. And the more we learn about them, the more we realize that everything we thought we knew about the universe might be wrong. The question isn't what happens inside a black hole. The question is whether we're already inside one, and whether the reality we experience is just a shadow of something far more complex and terrifying than we ever dared to imagine.